Good day everyone, this is Ravina Kanhai bringing to you yet another client-server tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to link SQL Express to Microsoft Access. So to start with, we want to open Server Management Studio. Now here you see a server name. You want to remember the server name, so what you could do, you can copy it or you can write it down, and I'll show you why later on. You just click connect. You can rename your server name if you want. It's preferably that you name it something unique, and you're just going to click connect. Now you want to expand your database table, and you'd see a list of all your databases. So now we want to create a new database, and let's say we create a database for John Sports Club. We just click OK, and here we see John Sports Club. So now we want to expand this, and we're going to create a new table. So we want to enter some values here. That would be our column. So let's have an ID number. We can have a first name. We could have a last name. We could have an activity. Let's put the address first, and an activity, and our fee. Okay, so ID can stay as 10. We want to change first name to a varchar, which is 50. We want to change last name to the same. We want to change address to varchar as well. Activity is the same, and fee is money, so you could look for small money, small int, whichever one suits you. So let's go with a small int, and we want to save this. So I want to name my table as member, and we're just gonna click OK. Okay, so now that's your table. So you just want to go and right click on table again, and you're going to click refresh. Now you'd see a table show up here. So we want to right click here and go on edit top 200 rows, and here you'd see the column being created. So now we're going to close this off, and you want to go to Microsoft Access. We're creating a blank database. You don't want to name your database, just leave it as is. And we're going to external data. You're linking from your ODBC database. You want to click link to the data source by creating a link table. Click OK. And here we have file data source. We're leaving as is. We're just going to machine data source, and we need a new one. Now there are two types of data sources. This is by user's choice. So we have the user data source, which applies to the machine only. This means that this data source creates a data source which is specific to this machine and visible only to you. Then there's the system data source, which is specific to this machine but can be usable by any user who logs on to this machine. For this tutorial, we want to go with the system data source, and you just click next. We want to look for SQL, server, next, and finish. Now here we have to name the database you want. So let's go with members information, And this is the reason I told you to remember your name of your server for this particular. You can add a description if you want, info, and there's the option of going through this. You click the down arrow and yet have your server name, but in cases where you have dozens of database, this would be quite a tedious task, so it's good just to write it down or remember it. So my server name was Rami PC, so we're just gonna click next. Here we want to change the default database to the database that we created, which would be John Sports Club, and we're going to click next, and we finish. Here we have a summary, so we have information like the data source name, the description, which server we use, the database name, language, etc. So you just want to test the data source to see if the connection was successful, and the test was completed successfully, so we're just going to click OK. Now if you wait a little while, this shows up, so you're just gonna click on your table, which was the one we created, your members table. You click in OK, and you want to select all these. Okay, so now we want to just open our members table, so you just click on it, and here we have the different fields that we created in SQL Server Management. So let's just populate it a little bit. 01. So let me saying let's just expand this a little so that you can see it. Activity is cricket. Fee is 500. Now you could go format the fee into a currency. You just go into your design view and you can change the data type, but I'll not get into that right now because I'm basically just showing you how to link it, and I just want to make this a quick piece of data. So I'm just gonna add in like 3 records so you see it properly. Leo can then right, so that's good for now, so just save that and we're going to close this off. Now you want to go back into your SQL Server Management Studio. This is just a run to prove that it connected and all the information is showing up in both, meaning that it's connected and linked. So you just want to click connect. You go into databases, John Sport Club. You're going to click on tables, your members table, and you want to right click. You go into edit top 200 rows, and here we see the information we just entered in Access showing up here. That is it. Okay, this basically is an error. I forgot to change the activity type. So if you're using a series of string, meaning you're using a word like a name or fake activity, you could either put football or whatever, it would be considered a varchar. So be sure to make sure all the activities is changed to the correct data format. I'll change mine, but later. This is just the purpose of the tutorial. I'm just pointing it out so that you make sure you change yours, and your fee could also be changed to currency. So there we have it. That is your tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a good day.